Hey folks, Steph is up today. We're doing last few little pickup scenes for the Implied Nude Portraiture series that's coming really soon. You can check that one out. And we're currently filming with the Panasonic S1H in 6K, so yay, technology. And for the we just had a giant weekend shoot with a whole crew in, and to make sure everything matched, we had the S1H, but also the S1R. So having this and their new Pro 24-70 f2.8 lens, I thought, why don't we do a little high-res comparison here? So would you mind? That's the biggest and heaviest of the bunch.
Jesus.
So first of all,
Why would you give me the biggest and heaviest?
well, it's not the most expensive, or maybe it is, I don't know. But the Z7, with their 24-70 2.8, this is a beautiful lens. I was blown away that this combo gives noticeably better results than the D850 and the old 24-70. So this is a 45.7 megapixel full-frame sensor. This guy is a 47.3 megapixel full-frame sensor with their native 24-70. And we've got the Sony A7R4, which is a blistering 61 megapixels. So giant resolution on these cameras, all sporting their top-of-the-line 24-70s. This is not going to be a detailed every camera spec versus every camera spec. It's just about the final image quality. So we're going to do a couple of shots inside, a couple of shots outside, give you the sample high-res files that you can check out for yourselves, and you can make up your own mind from there, because I need to send that one back this afternoon before I head off on a trip. So let's shoot.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay, so for our first little setup, we're going to do a simple shot, which is actually part of the Implied series. The whole point of Implied, and I got a lot of comments about this actually on social media, so I should probably clear it up. For us, implied nude portraiture just means that the nudity is implied rather than explicitly shown. So whether the shot was done wearing covers, wearing a bodysuit, wearing swimsuit, or nude, the way we pose and light it and all of that, nipples and private parts aren't shown. So that's what we're doing in this one, and she'll be wearing a complete one-piece bodysuit, but the way we light it and the way we pose her, the final image will appear as if she were nude. So let's do the same shot on all three cameras and see the results. I set up a single studio light and I'm putting it really close to her. I want to be quite precise about where the light does and doesn't fall. So this kind of a pose obviously is showing her bodysuit completely, but if you can just pull the straps off and tuck them in, and then lift the waistband up a little so that it becomes a more high cut across the hip, then we'll be able to use your arm to hide the side of your body. And this lit properly, and from a camera position right down low on the ground, you can see it already. We can use the shadows to then cover the other parts and give the impression of it being completely nude. So for all of these shots, we're shooting at f8, 1/200th of a second, and ISO 100. And this one, as you can see, you can completely conceal the fact that she's wearing a bodysuit and make it an implied nude just by posing and lighting. It's really not that difficult. Of course, some shots, it is more difficult. Like you can't shoot something where you need to see the whole hip wearing a full bodysuit. You can't show something that is having the whole back in it and wear a traditional bra. But in the video, we do go through a bunch of different poses, lighting, and modesty cover options that will let you shoot any kind of pose, as aggressive or as casual as you like, and still make it work. It really comes down to posing and lighting at the end of the day. Reminder, you can head on over to the website, link below, to download these sample files for yourself. Next up, we just headed out to get some simple shots with her a couple of feet in front of the bushes, shooting each of the lenses at f2.8, focusing on the closest eye. Here's the resulting images. You can get the full RAWs and JPEGs, link in the description below. Okay folks, so quick comparison between these three setups. If you haven't downloaded the files yet, go on over and check them out, and I'd love to hear what do you think is going to be the result. They're all super high res, they're all big and chunky. I have to say, the A7R4 ergonomics and handling is now just as good as the Z7. The new grip and everything really improved it. The buttons are a lot better too. The focus on that is clearly the best. then the Nikon, then the Panasonic. But the Panasonic, my God, it's a beast. It really reminds you of a DSLR, and the lenses are gigantic as well. So hopefully the files live up to all of that and deliver. So check them out, and if you're interested, you can also check out our Implied series. That was a nice little snippet of what's included, but we go through so many different setups. It's not all in studio. We do some stuff in apartments, in all kinds of different scenes, men, women, couples as well. So check it out, and we will see you soon. Let me know what you think of the files below.